to the Five Dirty Bikers podcast, presented by Memphis Shades, the clear choice for custom windshields and fairings for your motorcycle. All right, what the crap?
Ho, ho, ho.
What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to Five Dirty Bikers Live. This will be the final podcast of 2021. Thank you for joining. I already see we got some people in the side chat there. Thank you for joining us tonight. I already see Weems Motor Co. Lots of people in here already. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. There's three of us now. Ryan was having some typical, or I can't even talk now. I haven't even had that much to drink.
Man, what's going on tonight, dude?
I don't know, man. I think it's all that cinnamon. I put too much cinnamon in my eggnog. Ryan's having some technical difficulties, so he'll be in shortly. And Tony's at a function with his wife. He might slide in here later. So you got this fabulous three tonight to deal with for a little while at least.
Yeah, hopefully Santa brings Ryan some tech that works.
Yeah, you're just giving me a hard time. He's the one with problems.
Oh, dude, you're hopeless. You are hopeless, Brittany. You can't even get a light.
I have one now.
You know? Jeez. You're tech and light challenged. And you're an engineer, right?
I'm not an electrical engineer.
Clearly.
So are there different levels of engineer? When you say I want to be an engineer for school, are there?
Oh yeah, there's like tons of different types of engineers: computer, electrical, mechanical,
good ones, bad ones,
biosystems, chemical, civil. I saw Jared's on there. Jared, help me out. Give us some other ones. Britt sent Ryan our Pixel phone. He wouldn't take it if I sent it to him. He'd probably smash it.
Yeah, he would. He'd baseball bat that fucker.
He doesn't do the pixels.
No. So tonight we'll be BSing around like usual. We'll also be talking about our favorite rides of 21, maybe about what we got planned for 22. And we'll just take it from there. You know how these things go. So we'll just go ahead and dive right in. 2021, almost as much as a shit show as 2020, but still got some riding in. You guys did too. So let's start. Percy, what was the highlight of your 21? What was your best ride?
You know, it's you can't top the ride I did with PJ out to South Dakota.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, the riding was good. The riding was challenging. Hit all kinds of different stuff, but you know, being able to spend a couple of weeks out on the road with your son without both of you pissing each other off. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that.
I hope I can ride with one of my boys one day. That would be cool. Both of them are interested in the bike. It's just a matter of introducing it to one or both of them. Because I know my youngest, you know, he's 6, and he's all about it. But of course, he's got to be able to reach the foot pegs, and he's a hobbit. So it might be another couple of years before he goes on his first ride with Dad. But I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, that's cool. It's you know, it is something special. I know that PJ and I, that was the first time that we'd ever ridden together, ever, even like around the block. We'd never ridden together. So you know, what better way to start out than to head out for 2 weeks and go across the country.
Nice. So how long has he been riding?
Let's see. I think he started around 2003. So what, 18 years?
So that's a good amount of time.
Yeah. He's got 2 bikes. So
what does he have? What kind of bikes does he have?
You had to ask me that.
Yes, I did.
I always get it wrong. I always want to say it's a wide glide.
Dyna?
Yeah, he's got a Dyna.
Okay, don't say anymore.
Yeah. And then an electric glide.
Yeah.
I can't remember what year, but I made him take the Dyna when we rode because I didn't want him sitting on a couch while I was, you know, riding the Fat Bob.
Okay. Yeah, you're suffering with me, boy.
I'm an asshole dad. Yes, that is correct. That is
you
correct.
Get no comfort.
Yeah.
Brittany, what about you? What was your highlight?
Well, I took my first motorcycle vacation this year. So that whole thing was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
We did the Tail of the Dragon. So we went down to Knoxville for 5 days, and we rode the Trail Skyway, the Foothills Parkway, and then the Tail of the Dragon. So that was pretty awesome.
So
I had a
recap that a little bit about the dragon. I know a lot of people before they do it for the first time, I guess they get really nervous.
Yeah. So I remember seeing like most of the information I knew about Tail of the Dragon was on social media, and I think it's like more a female thing than maybe a male thing, but all the females kept posting all this stuff that it was just like this horrible experience and they never want to do it again. And so I was pretty terrified. But talked with my boyfriend Jared about it a bunch, and he showed me like some other videos from different vloggers. And I was like, you know what, we're here, I'm doing it. And honestly, we went on a day that we knew wasn't going to be busy, so I think that helped a lot because you don't have the pressure to try to go around the corners real fast or anything.
Sure.
Yeah, so if you kind of plan accordingly, and if you just remember, to take your time when you go on the Tail of the Dragon, you can do it just fine. I mean, you want to be comfortable on turns because the whole thing is turns. But if you're good
like
with
over
turns,
100 something turns.
Yeah, oh man, I'm gonna get it wrong. I think it's like 13 miles and 100 some turns.
I
mean, the whole thing is
question their
turns.
math. I think it's not even half the curves that they advertise it as.
Really?
Yeah.
You've been there, right?
know. Yeah, you have pictures too, don't you, Percy?
Yeah, Volts and I, that was probably, I don't know, all my trips this year were great. That was another highlight trip for me last year was heading out to North Carolina. Where Volts and I did the Tail of the Dragon, and then I rode back. We came back to the Blue Ridge Parkway. But out of all the roads we rode that trip, Tail of the Dragon, absolutely worst. I mean, it was good. We had fun, but I mean, it's I don't know. It's one of those things I think you do just to say you did it, but the good riding is elsewhere.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I'd like to do it sometime. I just want to make sure it's, really worth the trip.
Oh, that whole area is worth the trip. But I mean, we heard that a lot, actually. We talked to some people on some of the like overlooks that you can stop at, and they all kind of said, they like the dragon, but there's a lot of other really, really good riding in the area.
Okay. Well, you got the Smokies out there, so that's got to be epic. And I've been to the Smokies in a car, so I imagine the motorcycle ride is 10 times as epic.
Talking about Smokies, man, I think somebody found out about Tony and Ryan.
Yeah. Speaking of smoke, our friend Matt Garlock is asking, so are the other two dirty bikers finally taking a shower? They haven't taken one since MMM 2019?
I'm not saying anything. But they were in that cabin together back then. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, they were.
Anyway, back to the tail, the other tail, or the dragon. No, I honestly though, I think, and I think Volts would agree with me that the roads we rode down around that area in North Carolina, absolutely the worst road was the Tail of the Dragon. Everything else was just absolutely amazing. We had fun on the tail, but I think like what Brittany said, it's a lot of it's overhyped, and a lot of it is you can't really enjoy yourself when other people are acting like assholes.
Yeah.
That's
because I've seen videos of guys on sport bikes and stuff, and they're just ripping through there.
Yeah.
It's almost like I wish they would kind of allow, like they say you have to wait this many minutes, but I know there's probably a lot of bikes that want to go through there at the same time, so you really can't regulate who's going in and out because you really can't tell who's going to show up.
Yeah, well, and it's like a main highway too, I think.
Yeah. A lot of cars go through there too.
Hey Ryan, your hat's a little stiff there, or are you happy to see us?
He took the blue pill.
All of those things are true.
Yeah,
that took the blue pill.
At least the hat works. Jesus.
Matt was asking if you and Tony were off in a shower. And I don't know, man. Looking at that hat, could be.
Maybe I need a shower. Man, if a
Oh,
person could tell technology, well, you killed the mood. if a person could tell technology to fuck off, I would have done that about 5 minutes ago, man.
Oh,
Good
man.
Lord.
You can't keep it up, dude. What's going on?
Ta-da!
It's too cold up there, North Dakota, for that hat to stay erect.
Oh,
All
my
right.
God.
So, Brian, we were talking about our favorite rides of 21. Why don't you go ahead and share yours, man?
Oh, dude, this is gonna sound terrible because I ride with all my buddies all the time, but I think my favorite ride of 21 was when I came down to see you. It was one of those, I think one of those situations, and I would suggest this to anyone that likes to go on long rides and has gone on, or and typically does long rides by themselves. But I would suggest anybody that likes to do that kind of traveling to do a long ride solo. You learn so much about yourself as a rider when you're on the road for a couple days all by yourself, and you're completely in control of all of your stops and when you want to brake and when you want to ride more, and all your gas stops and everything, the whole thing. If I decided kind of mid-ride on the second day down that I was going to change directions and go a different way because there was a storm coming I could see on the radar. And I didn't have to check with anybody or talk to anybody about it. I just changed direction and skipped an exit and kept going a different direction. So, and I would highly suggest it. It was a great experience for me to have done a long solo trip by myself.
I second that, man. I did FDBM on my own, racing the Hurricane out as we were heading in, and then coming back. I did more miles in a day than I've ever done by myself, and I was in good shape. I could have gone another few hours when I got home,
right,
after 11 hours on the bike. But it does really change things up.
Here's a good point here. Matt Garlock says, used to belong to Busa. I think it's being the Hayabusa Club, right?
Yeah, I would guess.
Yeah, Busa Club. And a lot of us made a trip to the Dragon. One of them got in a bad crash. Took 45 minutes for a medic to show up because I'm sure ambulances can't do 90 down them roads, Yeah. Got to be careful of the other riders and cars on the road. That sucks to hear, man. So I'll say for me, the ride to FDBM, I've done that before, and that ride's hella fun. It's straight, it's relaxing, it's pretty. But I'm probably gonna say I took that day off in October, and I just went into an entirely new direction I haven't gone before. I went and rode over the Campsville Ferry, which takes about a little over an hour to get to, and that's awesome in itself. But instead of turning left and hitting the hard bridge and coming back down the river road, I went right and rode the river road north. And I ended up in Beardstown, Illinois. And that whole ride up there was just as pretty, just longer. I mean, even the farmland out there is gorgeous. Rode through some really cool little small towns at the little podunk gas stations. Probably got hot dog water.
They probably do have hot dog water.
Did you see any?
We just had a post up.
No, dude, no cornfields.
No, they were harvested by then.
We just had a post up.
They
Joshua said,
sorry.
Joshua said, solo rides are cool, but if you ever have a chance to do a long ride with another important person, do it. And I think that resonates too with all of us, that that comment right there. So I think it resonates with everybody because, I have a crew that I ride with more oftentimes than not. And I think, what you have is you have this shared experience, which is really great when you do a ride, is that, you get to the end of your ride, or even now, like when we're planning our next season, my crew that I ride with here, we try to go out to eat about once a month in the wintertime. And, we spend a good portion of our lunch just sitting around reminiscing about rides that we did the past season, because you have that shared experience. And I think that is that's always a great thing when you're riding with other people, is to have that shared experience where you're getting out there and you're able to go on this epic ride, this epic journey, whatever it is, and then you get to the end of your day, and you even do that at the end of the day where you just kind of reminisce about what happened that day, and it's always a great experience. I would completely agree with that statement that was made.
Yeah, because that ride I went in October, it was solo. Of course, it was middle of the week. Who the hell's gonna go with me? But it was a full day of first time riding that road. First time eating at Portillo's in Springfield, which was amazing. Yeah, I recommend everybody, if you're in the Chicago area, eat at Portillo's because the Italian beef is off the chain. But no, it was good. Made it home just in time to pick up my kids from school. Like I kind of stretched it too, but
right.
So want to go to Five Guys, but the dirty fuckers were closed.
I would say that my second most, and I don't want to say favorite, but certainly probably not my second most memorable, but my most memorable ride of the entire year was done with Percy and Tony. That was by far. That was by far the most memorable.
This is
ride.
on YouTube at Being Here Now with Percy's YouTube channel. You need to go check out highlights from that.
Yes, you need to go check out the highlights from that video.
That was an epic weekend, but that was an epic ride. I think that was.
Yep. It's always, that's always going to be up there on my list of rides, and I think the other part that really resonated that weekend was when we were heading over to Bluegrass Harley on Sunday, and we were talking to Phil, and Phil's telling us, come on over, it's not raining here.
It's not raining.
And Tony and I rode all the way to Bluegrass through the rain. He is completely soaked when we get there. He's wiping off his bike. And what did he say, Dustin?
He said, fuck this. I'm going home. Fuck you, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You can kick me off the podcast if you want.
Yep, that's what he said. You can kick me off the podcast if you want. I'm going home, you fuckers.
Funny shit.
But that ride with me, you, and Tony, I really wish Dustin would have been there. But that, I think, to me, that was definitely a highlight, because it was, and you just would have had to be there. I mean, it was three friends. We didn't know what the fuck was going on. We were getting lost. We were laughing. We were ragging on, and Tony, right? I mean, Tony was taking that shit for hours while we were riding, and it was like we were sitting around the bar, just,
right,
jacking with each other. He planned
this epic ride, and he would tell us about this great thing that was coming up right around the corner, and we'd go around the corner, and it would be a huge fucking construction site, and all the roads would be tore up, and he would be like, what is going on? It was,
or the big road closed sign.
Yeah, and it was every time he said the epic thing is right around the corner, and what was right around the corner was construction.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it was a lot of fun. That's going to be a ride that sticks with me for the rest of my life.
Oh sure. Yeah, I wish I would have been there. But where was I on my way?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was on my way.
Yeah, you were on your way. Yeah.
Yeah. So was on when I pulled up to Tony's, because I got to Bluegrass first. Yeah. And then I called Tony when I was going over the bridge or something into Louisville, and he said, "Come to the house here." So okay. So I rerouted my Google Maps, and it got over there. He was still wiping that shit down, man. He had the rag out, man.
He was still
elbow grease.
He's still doing it. Don't kid yourself, man. He's still got the Q-tips out.
No,
he's getting in between the fins and everything.
Yeah, he told me he completely disassembled his bike down to the very last bolt and got all the cement off.
I thought you were joking. Now he really did.
I thought you were joking too.
Did
he seriously disassemble it?
He cleaned everything, the inside of his fenders. I'm not going to confirm or deny whether he completely disassembled his bike, but that thing has no remnants of cement on it. So you put the pieces of the puzzle together.
Man, that's dedicated. That's dedicated cleaning, man.
Riding through the rain in Tennessee was the best part of my trip this year.
Are you a sadomasochist or what?
Yeah. Dalton must have some sort of affinity for getting wet,
or he likes to wear a rain suit. Come on, Dalton, spill it, dude.
It's monsoon season.
I don't know. I've rode in my fair share of rain this last year, more than probably any other year. I survived.
Riding through rain's not bad. Riding through a thunderstorm sucks.
Oh, that would suck.
Yeah.
No, dude, racing a hurricane, that's what sucks.
That's a thunderstorm.
My way to FD,
It's a big one.
45 minutes. I missed it by 45 minutes. That bitch beat me. But, you know.
That's what she said.
But I gave
You win this time, Hurricane. But I'll be back.
But I gave it everything I had. I gave it everything I had. But that was one wet bitch, I'm telling you.
Wow.
El Nino.
That was like a memory from the military you just had there. That was one wet bitch.
That was one wet bitch.
Oh shit. Yeah, I just wish I was able to ride a little more this year, of course, because of the accident that put me out for 2.5 months. And I know Percy's kind of the same way because he's without a bike right now. It sucks, man. And it seems like I don't wish this upon your weight, but it did. It seemed like for me it took forever. I'm sure it's
it's horrible, dude.
Yeah, it's eating at you too because that's not only part of your routine, it's part of your therapy, it's part of your life, and it's just gone just like that.
Yeah, especially when you're not one of those weekend riders, you know. I mean, I ride every day, and unless it's raining or less than 32. So
for sure, yeah,
it's a big lifestyle change for sure.
So have you turned back to the cocaine then, Percy?
I'm already back to the heroin, man. Fuck the cocaine.
You Scarface the fuck out of his room.
Yeah, let me introduce you to my little friend. No, not that one.
So Brittany, what did you list as your favorite ride of the year?
So my favorite part of the season was doing our trip because it was my first motorcycle trip. But my favorite ride on that trip was actually, so the first day that we tried to do the Tail of the Dragon, there was an accident and we had to turn around and go back. And because of that, we just picked like some random road, some highway that was back there, and rode all the way back up to Knoxville. And that was probably my favorite part.
Okay.
That, and then there's another highway it's at the end. It's at the end of the Churrahala Skyway. I guess I don't know which side of it. Jared would have to look it up and pop it into the comments. But there's a waterfall, like this super amazing waterfall that's back in there. But because people know that area only for like specific things, you hear like the Tail of the Dragon, the Churrahala. You don't always go and see those other highways that are super amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a really fun one too. It was kind of sketchy because there's like camping and stuff back there. So some of the roads aren't like maintained as well, but it's well worth it because of the giant waterfall that you see at the very end of the road. There you go. Jared said it's by Tellico Plains.
Okay.
I think it was like Happy Trail Road or something like that. It was a really
not what I call a happy trail, but
I know, but I'm not kidding. It was like Happy something road.
Huh. Happy Trail Road, huh? That was the actual name of it. How did you pronounce that highway? Can you say that again for me? Because I didn't catch that.
I thought it was Tellico. Is that wrong?
No, not that one. The other one.
Churrahala?
Yeah, is that how you pronounce that? I have no idea.
I have no idea.
Question. Oh, okay.
I think that's right.
Okay.
There's a comment from
Christian
Jared
Customs
Rice.
says it's Bald River Falls, Britt. Really?
That
the
sounds
name of it?
right.
Bald
actually.
River Falls.
Yeah, that actually
That's
sounds
next
right.
to Happy Trails Road is Bald River Falls. Is that a real thing? Is that a real thing?
I'm gonna see if I can find the name of the road while we're chatting. I'll try not to get too
Jared Rice,
distracted.
I'm sorry that your bike got stolen.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man, that's horrible news, man.
That really sucks.
Yeah.
That really would suck. Oh my god.
Matt Garlock says Happy Trail Road dead ends as Gulch's Crossroads. Who names these things?
He's
This area of the country has like the dirtiest names I've ever heard.
No,
Well,
you gotta go to
what's next?
Pennsylvania
Is
for
it
that.
Dingleberry Pass? And
That's right. I'd rather put that comment up there. That
Which that?
metalcore put up. There you go. I'd rather a bald river than a yellow river.
oh yeah.
touche.
Yeah. Winner, chicken dinner.
Yeah.
See, Customs says he went to the falls on his way home. Yeah. Did you enjoy it? I thought it was super amazing.
I'll tell you what. I thought the ride to FDBM that Phil took us on was really good too.
That was a good ride.
That was a top 3 for me this year. Definitely. Probably second. Probably number 2.
I'm looking forward to having a beer with Mr. C Customs. That's Christian, by the way. In case you guys don't know, he's the one. He and his crew busted out from Texas to FDBM, and I'm looking forward to having a beer with him at Adam Sandoval's event in next October.
We're getting a keg. I thought.
Hey, a keg, a beer. I mean, whatever.
It is
all
one
good.
beer. It's technically one beer.
It is technically. It's just one continuous nonstop beer.
So you tell your wife, I'm going out for a beer. You get the biggest fucker that they sell.
Yeah.
You get the big
Hey,
one.
do they sell? Do they have any of those yard beers where you guys are at?
Yard beers?
You mean
Yeah,
the big yard
No.
stock beers? or-
It's like it comes in it looks like a beaker in chemistry class, but it's
Yeah.
it's 3 feet tall, and they put a little ice dildo in it and they fill it with beer.
I have not had a beer with a dildo in it. That's
It's not a
one thing.
dildo; it's an
No.
ice dildo. But they
No.
put that in the inside
No.
of it to keep the beer cold. Those things are amazing.
Don't do the ice dildos now.
3 yards of beer.
Not for you, huh?
Well, Percy, you know what the good thing about an ice dildo is? It doesn't leave any
Nothing.
residue. There's no evidence.
You
There's
can't
no
choke, you
evidence
can't
that you
choke on
used
it. It'll melt.
That's
Next
right.
subject. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Now we know what line to cross with you, Percy.
Mhm.
It's the ice dildo line.
There are
Yeah.
many lines you don't cross with me.
Never cross the streams with him either.
That's dangerous, man. That's just fucking dangerous.
Yeah. So let's tangent.
Yeah.
I'm sure everybody's had one Christmas gift they really, really wanted growing up that they never got. Right?
Ooh. Hmm.
We're gonna go around the
Oh,
table here.
that's a
You guys
tough
chime off
question.
in the side chat too. What was one thing that you wanted for Christmas growing up? Didn't matter when, how old you were, that
Man.
you wanted and you never got.
We didn't
Dustin,
prep
I
for
can't
this.
remember shit that happens like in the same month. How am I supposed to remember what I wanted, 15 years ago?
There's medication for that.
I'm not starting that yet.
I never got one of those Red Ryder BB guns. I just got the stupid lamp.
Did you really want one of those?
I did want a BB gun when I was a kid at one time. Yeah, I never got one.
No, I had one. Me and my brother had a couple of daisies, and we were breaking bottles and shooting beer cans in the back of my grandma's property. Epic shit.
Yeah, I lived in Southern California at the time, and selling guns to kids was frowned upon.
Oh, Dalton. I don't think I can put that comment up there, Dalton, but I got you, bro. I got you.
Here's one. The Sears catalog, the good old Sears catalog. Who remembers that? Brittany, have you ever seen a Sears catalog?
I don't think so. I used to go to Sears though. There was one in Lincoln.
Oh, Dalton, you poor man.
Joshua says, "Oh, my dad got me everything I ever wanted."
What a lucky child.
He must have had one great daddy.
Or mommy. Could have been a mommy.
Could have been a mommy.
What about you,
but
Ryan?
he specifically says, "My dad got
All right.
me everything I ever wanted."
What about you, Percy?
A man from Uncle gun set. I forgot what they called that.
Oh, man from Uncle.
Yeah, but they had a little, pistol with a silencer, kind of like they had on the old. You guys are probably too
No. I remember the
Younger
show.
Man from Uncle. Yeah.
So Dave, if you remember this, the Man from Uncle, is that the one that had the full size GI Joe doll where you could look through the back of his head and it was a spyglass?
Oh yeah, I remember those.
Was that also a Man from Uncle?
I don't remember.
Toy?
My GI Joes didn't have any like holes you look through. Are you sure that was a GI Joe you had?
Yeah, he made
That wasn't
Barbie
the
his
GI
bitch.
Jane you were looking at.
Jesus.
But yeah, no, that I really wanted one of those. And I didn't get that.
Okay.
So I know me, I was 10. I just saw Home Alone 2, and I really wanted the Talk Boy tape recorder.
How do you guys remember these things that you wanted back
Because
then?
we were
Apparently, I just
traumatized
moved
because
on.
we didn't get them.
I guess I had some other trauma issues. Apparently,
Yeah.
I don't remember any gifts that I wanted.
If you're a guy, anything you were denied, you carry with you your whole life.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Back to Dalton's suggestion.
Let's talk about Percy's college life.
Take
I had
to
no-
say,
I
but he
had no
harbors a
college
lot
life.
of feelings about that time.
No, but
I
I
mean, the
thought
only thing I can think of is that I feel like me and my sister wanted a dog, and we weren't ever going to get that.
well, there you go. A dog.
But I feel like all kids want pets when they're young.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The
Had
answer
a
to that
few.
is I just tell my girls to go in the backyard and clean up the dog shit for the pet that we already have, and then end of story. Conversation stops.
There you go.
Yeah, for sure. Anybody getting anything for Christmas for their bike this year?
Can we guys quit talking about bikes?
No,
What the fuck? I mean,
Hot Wheels is a good one.
Mm.
Oh
tell you-
no, dude! If you must not be from the South, man, because you wouldn't want Hot Wheels tracks when you were a kid, because your mama would grab that thing and beat the shit out of your butt with them.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, those things became
Yeah, you had to
instant
hide
whips.
those.
Yeah, they were not good. Nope.
They left a mark. Yep.
Yep, for sure.
They made them with pizzazz then too. They didn't break for shit.
Yeah, they didn't care, and they knew that mothers whipped their boys with those Hot Wheel tracks.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Me and a leather belt became friends at an early age. You know,
Okay, I
is
gotta
that where
ask,
your
how
leather
come-
thing came from?
How come
Huh?
it was only your moms that were beating you?
because if Dad did it, it would be too severe.
Dad didn't need to pick anything up; he just beat you with his fist. The moms had to get the Hot Wheel tracks.
and
Right.
and it's a 2-step process. So if it gets to Dad,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on like Donkey Kong.
yeah. No, but it was weird. I remember, like, me and my brother were wrestling or something. We got told about 12 times before, I'm getting the belt. So we hid. I remember hiding under an end table that had like one of those old. It looked like a big doily just draped over one of the table, like this real skinny ass wooden table. And I just see her feet pacing back and forth, and I see the belt hanging down. I'm just like this the whole time. Then I remember one time I put a Beardstein Bears book in my pants, and I got whooped. She didn't know it was there.
That's
Uh,
funny.
I'm better for it all.
How
though.
did we get on parental abuse here? We were talking about.
It went those Hot Wheel tracks just went right to parental abuse.
Yeah, it
You
was
didn't-
actually
Yeah.
you, Percy. You brought it up.
You caught a nerve with that, man. There's been a lot of comments here. I mean, somebody even
Yeah.
said I can hear that swish in my head still of that Hot Wheels track coming
I'm
at
serious.
you. I
See,
know.
I don't have these memories because I was well behaved as a child.
Because you were a girl.
You were
Girls don't
well-behaved
get
as a
whipped
child.
with Hot Wheel tracks
That's
That's right.
wrong.
when they're
That's actu-
children.
My sister was very,
Oh, wooden
very, very bad as a child, and she got into a lot of trouble. But I was well behaved.
Are you the oldest?
I am the oldest,
Well,
and
there you
apparently
go.
it's a trend. Yep.
There you go. You were the oldest. You were the good child.
I was. I don't have any
Mhm.
fun stories to tell now.
Mike Bouchard says the old wooden spoon. Was that the one that actually came out of the utensils drawer, or those ones that they used to hang on the wall in the kitchen? You guys know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Those like 2.5 foot tall fuckers. They'd have a fork and a spoon.
Yep.
Looks like Joshua's mom knew what she was doing. Josh says, I told my mom she couldn't do anything because she was a woman. I woke up the next day hungry and I had a headache.
Sounds like Joshua got knocked the fuck out.
I can see that. I can see that happening.
I
I don't know. I've kind of had that's happened to me a couple of times after a night at the bar, but not the same way.
Oh, Dalton S.
Nancy said flip flops or a paint stick. That's what they used.
Well, the flip flops they wore back then were like almost like leather, so that shit hurt.
Yeah,
I'm gonna ask Jared about that when she says flip flops are a paint stick. Is that she talking about herself or what she used on Jared?
I'm not sure.
You know, judging from all the comments in the chat here about all the child abuse that's been going on in everybody's life, I think we're going to get flagged by YouTube.
Well, I would say that this is exactly why
maybe we
you can't. This is exactly why you can't use these things on children anymore, because it's obvious that we've all been hit with something.
That's right. We paid the price in the past to protect the children of the future.
Yeah,
That's
That's
right.
we're like
right.
Jesus. We paid for their sins.
That's right.
Man, I remember my mom, like, she would tell us to be quiet in church, and inevitably me and my sister would be joking around, giggling, and she would grab our arms so hard and just like drag us out of the church. That was worse than getting
Oh, that
spoon
sounds
spanking.
horrible. You got
It
the
was
arm,
terrible.
the arm
She
grab.
would grip
Oh my
your
God.
arms so hard.
Did any of you go to, like, growing up in grade school? Did your teachers have paddles?
Yeah, we
No.
did. Well, our principal had paddles.
No, every teacher that I remember from like kindergarten all the way up to second grade, they all had paddles. They had their fucking names engraved in them. So if you
I
said the
feel
wrong
like that
thing,
was
you had like,
What the
illegal
hell
when
kind
I
of
was
school
in
did you
school.
go to, man?
Yeah.
Wow. You went to
Did
a
you go to
corporal
Did you go to
punishment
school at the Kit Kat Club in Berlin or some shit? I mean, that's,
oh, dude, we couldn't talk during lunch or anything. We got yelled at if we talked during lunch.
Whew.
It was
what the hell
almost
kind of
Nazi.
school did you go to?
Who
Yeah,
ran
where
the
kids-
school?
Maple Street School. It's right over there. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Then you get into third grade, and then you go to the lunchroom, and it took a couple days, but we're like, we could talk. It was like, yeah, it was on then.
What Dustin's not telling you is there's bars in the windows, and it was nuns that ran the place.
That's
That's
what I was
what I was
about
alluding
to say.
to.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't go to a Christian school or a Catholic school. My mom did, but I didn't.
Wow. I thought it was bad in Texas when they just beat you at the principal's office. I couldn't imagine the teachers beating you too.
Jesus.
So J Tome says my first grade teacher had a paddle that looked like a pizza peel. Wow.
Yeah, some teachers drilled holes in them so they'd get some faster
Yeah.
swinging action. That
Hey,
shit
true-
sucked.
That's
True story.
smart.
You guys want to know what the name of my first grade teacher was? True
Yes.
story. Her name is Mrs. Meanie.
She was the nicest lady ever.
Absolute true story.
Did she have a paddle?
She was but she was one of those ladies. You know how like it happens sometimes with people as they get older. Dave, you'll experience this soon enough. Where they just get stuck in time and they never buy anything new after that. So like, this lady got stuck in like 1963, and she had like a beehive hairdo, and that she probably had done like once every 2 weeks, and everything she wore was polyester, so it looked like it had been a hot ironed just the day right before she came in. And her name was Mrs. Meanie. I shit you not. That was her name. That was my first grade teacher. So imagine that. Your mom's telling you how great first grade is going to be, how great school is, and your teacher's name is Mrs. Meanie, and she's a straight bitch. My mom lied to me. She lied to me.
She lied, then she beat you with a Hot Wheel track.
And then she beat me with a wooden spoon. Hot Wheels track.
So I found something out kind of neat recently. You guys, Home Alone, everybody's seen Home Alone, Home Alone 2, right?
Mhm.
Well, it's been on a shit ton on TV, and we were watching it the other night. and it was the scene where Kevin goes to the Plaza when he's in New York, the Plaza Hotel, and you know the whole thing. He has a limo with a pizza and this nice room and everything. You could actually book a package at the Plaza Hotel in New York that's called the Home Alone 2 Fun in New York package.
Huh.
Listen to this. I should do this in Dee Attenborough's voice because it would be so much better. Get lost in New York Kevin McAllister style. Through this whimsical offer, guests can recreate some of their favorite iconic scenes from the popular 90s film Home Alone 2. After guests arrive and refresh themselves in their luxurious guest room, they will head down to the lobby to be ushered into a private limousine for an exciting 4-hour around New York City tour. Of course, no limousine ride would be complete without your very own hot cheese pizza to savor while you relive Kevin's famous limo pizza scene and visit all the sites, including Rockefeller Center, Empire State Building, Central Park, Carnegie Hall, and Radio City Music Hall. You get a decorated Christmas tree in your room. Of course, the limo ride with the cheese pizza, a luxurious suite, and you get the Home Alone sundae.
Wow.
Do you get a hookup with the bird feeding lady, that old chick in the park? Is that part of the deal?
No.
Yeah.
But it's available year round.
All of this for the low
deal.
price of $17,000.
Okay, so I'm at the website right now. I hit book package.
Yeah.
It doesn't tell me the total. I got to put all my information in, so that way I get phone calls and emails every
Exactly.
every day.
Hey, yeah. Tony's not here. We've got his password. Let's use his info.
He's got the money.
Book it under Oprah Winfrey.
That would be kind of cool.
That would be a fun experience. I wonder if that will they take you by the Cosby House?
Only if you're wearing your greatest Cosby sweater.
Let's not drag Bill into this, okay?
Eat a jello.
Dave, I'm just trying to do our best to stay monetized.
I see. Do you honestly think we're getting monetized with this shit? No, YouTube said no.
No.
They already said no. We haven't even stopped recording yet.
They removed the apply for partnership button from our account.
Yeah, Metalcore says clothes hangers. This guy's been watching Mommy Dearest way too much.
Oh,
man,
dude.
Clothes hangers are brutal. Who
did they
if you
like
got beat
them
with
first?
A clothes hanger, you need to go see a therapist.
Oh shit. Yeah, because remember they used to be all metal.
Exactly.
Like wires. So did they take a lighter and light the thing first? Maybe give you a little branding.
That's hardcore. That's hardcore. Hey, before we get any further, I do want to say a couple things. First of all, I just want to thank everybody that came into the live chat tonight and for joining us. And I really want to thank everybody that's been a part of the 5 Dirty Bikers community and our Discord and our Patreon, and everybody that's here with us tonight. It's been a great ride. 2021 was full of some bumps and bruises, but it's been great. We are going strong into 2022. We got big things coming. I'm sure you guys have already heard that we have that bike build coming up. That's gonna be a great thing to move forward in 2022 with, and we've been really getting some great responses to the podcast and really have some great momentum moving forward. So in case you guys didn't know, we are going to take a break over the holidays. We have kind of a much needed break coming up. We're going to spend a couple of weeks just getting ourselves organized, because hell, Brittany thinks we're incredibly disorganized and don't know what the hell we're doing.
She doesn't even have a light. What is she?
Right. So but I really just wanted to say that sincerely thank you to this community that's being built around the 5 Dirty Bikers podcast. It is completely an amazing thing that we have here, and it's been a wild ride, and it's so much fun.
So Nancy's asking about the bike build, which I'm surprised she doesn't know because her son's a part of it.
Yeah.
Miss Nancy, Jared is, we talked to Jared. I'll recap this. We talked to Jared at FDBM back in September, and I had this idea like to do a bike build for an autism raffle. So after talking to him, we kind of worked it out to where Jared said he would, I don't know what the word is I'm looking for, donate his time into fabricating a bike. And we're going to build it out. And what type of style, I don't know yet. We're going to have it voted by our audience and social media. But it's going to benefit an autism charity of some sort. We're still kind of looking and seeing which one we want to pick for this raffle. But, if we even raise half of what Jared did for the David Mann bike, I mean, this is going to be a big win for the autism community because it's all about what it benefits when we do these things and who it helps. So really looking forward to that. And plus we got Blockhead on board. So, I mean, those two guys together collaborating on a bike with us, I mean, you can't ask for anything better than that. It's just nice to be on board with those two guys for this cause, and I can't wait to see what we come up with. It's going to be nice.
Yeah, it's awesome. We're really looking forward to that. It's going to be a really good time.
And don't forget, we've got the re-rack on our Patreon levels that will be rolling out 1 January.
Correct. And so for those of you that didn't know too, we will be contributing a portion of our Patreon dollars to this bike build, either for the bike itself, for custom paint, for the variety of parts and services that we would not be able to get donated to this. And so if you aren't a part of our Patreon and you want to feel like supporting us, know that a portion of that is definitely going to go to charity this year because we are going to be using a portion of those funds to go towards that bike. And so we're super excited about that. And then like Percy said, we are reorganizing our Patreon to try to bring more value to the fans and the people that are out there so that you guys get as much value out of supporting FDB as you can.
And we might even be able to afford a level for Ryan's wooden wall behind him.
Oh, Jesus.
It's crooked again, by the way.
You know what? I'm going to make this motherfucker never going to be straight ever again. Just so you guys with your OCD can go.
It's never been straight. You're not punishing us.
Brittany's just busting on everybody. She tells me my background's crooked. She tells Dave he needs a new border. She says we're disorganized and don't know what we're doing.
You know what? Stop looking at my shit on your Pixel phone. I don't need a new border.
Yeah,
it's your damn phone.
It says Fat Bob on
next
it.
Next time you hold up your phone to watch one of my videos, turn it. It'll be straight.
That's not how that works, Ryan.
It'll work on your phone that way.
Maybe those iPhones are the ones that are screwed up.
Oh boy.
Here we go.
Speaking of screwed up, I think it is time we reach for the shelves for the final Urban Dictionary of 2021.
It's gonna be like Christmas balls or something.
Smile wide, Percy, because this is sometimes a known bonus to us older folk. The words are Lumpy Barney.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Like the purple dinosaur, Barney?
I didn't sign up for this.
The Lumpy Barney is the physical, impossible act of defecating without being followed or accompanied by urination, also known as the Ches Rosterfield. Although impossible, this act must be labeled. Disclaimer. Urban Dictionary is not responsible for any instantaneous combustion that shall occur during the execution of Lumpy Barney. After 3 days of living in the desert without water and a healthy diet of prunes, Craig produced a classic Lumpy Barney. And because it's Christmas and the season of giving, I thought I would give you a bonus Urban Dictionary. Short and sweet, named after one of the members of Five Dirty Bikers. This word is Tony.
Oh, boy.
We know Tony's not here physically, but he's here in spirit. Short and sweet, the Tony is labeled in Urban Dictionary as A huge ass boner. And a sentence would read.
Ryan's choking on his Tony.
Oh, jeez. You're not supposed to laugh that hard at your own jokes.
They laugh because he laughed.
Oh, man.
In a sentence
Wow.
would read, man, when I saw Carrie, I had a big fat Tony.
You know Santa's not bringing you shit for Christmas, man.
Yeah. I need to I need to bring something to Brittany's attention that Nancy, a longtime fan of FDB, has come forward and defended me and said, Brittany, you need to remember you have a helicopter behind your head. So from my perspective, it looks exactly like you have a helicopter flying around your head right now.
Yeah.
Are you saying she's a propeller head?
I'm just saying my background might be crooked, but she has a helicopter flying off of her
okay.
head. So
Okay.
that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
These things happen when you're not in your own home.
I mean, that's just an excuse as far as I'm concerned.
There you go, blaming your mommy again.
It is a fair excuse, 'cause I do have a new camera and I didn't get around to setting it up to test it out for the recording.
How is that Mark II?
It's a big transition coming from a Nikon camera. I'm not used to the interface, so it's.
No, give it a month.
I'm sure I'll get used to it soon enough.
Yeah, you'll love
Can
it.
you get your hand around the lens yet?
Giggity.
What kind of question is that?
Well, isn't that how you hold a camera? I mean, no, I don't know how to hold cameras. I've never done it before.
What?
Oh my god.
The fuck you hold the Hubble telescope? Jesus. Oh my god.
Honest question. I'm just curious. So,
My hands aren't that small, Ryan. I can hold a standard lens for a camera.
good to know. Standard lens.
Jared just left the chat.
Ooh.
My.
Well,
Well, how about we give away a couple
my
of
flying
t-shirts?
monkey's almost gone.
Mm.
Yeah.
Did you say giveaway t-shirts?
Yeah.
That's
give
an
away-
awesome idea, Dustin.
Let's give everybody in the side chat a chance to win a couple. We'll give away 2 FDB t-shirts.
Nice.
So
How are you gonna do it?
I don't
what's your
know.
idea?
Just pick a number and whoever's closest, 1 through 100, whoever's
8.
closest wins.
8.
Fuck, you told him the number. It
Oh,
doesn't work
shit.
that way.
12.
Somebody
Now
got
they
one
know
that-
this number too.
Anybody got a
Okay.
random number generator?
What's that? No, Brittany,
it-
think of a number. You have a number?
Don't look at the side chat. Can you see the side chat?
I'm not looking at it. I have a
Okay.
number.
Between
Okay.
1 and
What's
100?
what's the number?
Yes. I'm not
Don't
going to
tell
say
him.
it out loud.
Yeah, you keep that number in your brain.
Let's give everybody- let's
that's in the side chat, put in a number.
Let's give them about 30 seconds.
It's going to take a minute.
You got your number?
I do.
Maybe she can't remember it for 30 seconds. You should have asked. She's got that propeller thing going on her head.
It's very
Please,
distracting.
one number. Don't put in 5 numbers. One number. If you've already put in a number, don't put in another number.
1 through 100. The closest wins.
All right. 10 seconds left.
Clayton, stop putting in numbers for Christ's sake.
Your first number is the only number.
Which one's the first one? Oh, up above.
Mhm.
1 per contestant.
All right. That's it.
All right, we
Okay.
got him in.
Okay, hold on.
All right. Mikey is the last one.
Yep.
If-
Mike,
How
Mike,
many-
stop putting
you guys
numbers
are
in.
supposed to put in one number.
So their first number is the only number. It's the one that counts.
That was the second.
That's the last one that
He
counts.
did a
But
third one.
It's a better number than 89. What can I tell you?
Okay, the number was 33.
33.
And I feel like this is unfair, but maybe it's good for my relationship. But I think Jared Forbes was the closest.
Jared Forbes got 32.
That's
Which
probably the
Jared is
first
that?
time
There's
he's-
multiple Jareds here.
Jared Forbes.
There's only one Jared Forbes.
I'm just going by first names.
Well, it's Jared Forbes. That's
Yeah,
probably the first and only time he'll ever be really close to reading my mind.
That's Jared's closest. We had a 30.
Look at
Pretty
that.
close. We had a
Way to
37.
go.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
All right. Percy, pick a number. Do you have
8.
a number?
8.
God damn it. So you stop
Quit
saying the
saying
number.
it out loud.
Okay.
All right. I've got a number.
He's got a number. Okay. Everybody in the chat. One number, please. Go ahead. Enter your numbers in right now. One number. Clayton, if you enter 2 numbers, I swear to Christ.
Jared Forbes, you can't enter again. Yeah. One and done.
Good thing you told him because he would have tried.
Oh, where's the where's
you,
the Jeopardy
you
music?
scared everybody else. You scared everybody out, man. Nobody's guessing.
I didn't-
Walter
oh,
put pie.
That's a number.
Fuck you, Walter. How'd you know? Let me get that.
$1, Bob. We'll give you 20 more seconds.
we might have got them all. Mike put in the last number again.
Okay.
Jared says the new FDBM shirts are awesome, by the way. They are awesome.
Sweet. Thank
So
you.
are the hoodies.
Yeah, we're actually looking at getting a new design made too for 22. So we'll have, and we even thought about bringing back the last one we did for t-shirts because we only had one dedicated color. So that may be an idea.
And there's going to be a design for patrons only, a patron only design, just so you guys know if you want to get in on the patron only design when the new levels come up, you can check out what level gets you a shirt. And you'll get a patron only shirt.
Free shirt that comes with your Patreon contribution.
Yeah, it's a free shirt.
Okay, Percy, what's the number?
What's the number? The number is
Oh, look
That-
how good your camera is. We can't even
it's-
read it. There's no number there. Oh, there you go.
Oh, there it
42.
is.
42.
There's a 42.
42.
Clayton.
All right.
Clayton
Flag
won.
it.
How many times did he guess? Somebody count.
Nope. He just
Only
guessed one
once.
time this time. One time. Clayton got it. Right
that the
on.
only
Way to
42?
go.
Yep.
There's a
Yep.
48. There's two 48s.
Yeah, he got it.
There's
Right
a
on, right on the
49.
nose.
Congratulations, Clayton.
All right. So Jared and Clayton, go to 5dirtybikers.com/merch and click on the t-shirts and just let us know what color and what size you want. DM us on Instagram or Facebook, whichever you got. If you don't have either, info@5dirtybikers.com.
Need shirt and size.
Thanks for participating, everybody. We appreciate it. Give this video a thumbs up. Help us try to get trying to reach that 4,000 watch hours, but we're way far from it.
Yeah.
YouTube's like, fuck those guys.
Well,
Yeah.
between that and they took away the monetize button. I mean, what good does that do?
Our last three videos all have copyright claims on them anyway.
Do they really?
Yeah.
Do they really?
Yeah.
What were we using that would get copyright strikes?
Probably music, I would guess.
What music?
Yeah, I didn't think we.
I don't
Our
know.
intro?
No, I don't think so.
That's weird.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
how the heck did that happen?
I don't know. I may put a movie clip in a video or something like that. I forgot to mirror it and make it black and white or something.
Copyright claims. Those copyright claims, that's a bunch of shit.
Wow.
That's just YouTube being a little baby. Hey, do you guys want to know something crazy?
Sure.
I passed a milestone today.
A
That
kidney stone. What?
a
That's what
milestone.
I was thinking.
Hold on.
Those are not fun.
I did a little bit of research, and not even some of the biggest moto vloggers in our community did what I did in the last 3 weeks.
On those shorts, those reels?
Yep. So I posted a
Son of a
reel
bitch.
on
nice.
my Mama Tried when I went to Mama Tried 2 weeks ago. So I posted a reel after Mama Tried. Just tonight while we were on the podcast, it just eclipsed 11 million views.
Wow.
What was it of?
It was just a clip from the last race of the night where they all raced like
They had
there was
gimmicks.
a-
Like
Everybody
yeah,
had
they
a
had
gimmick.
refrigerators and stuff?
gimmick motorcycles. There was a porta potty and one guy called his bike the boater cycle. That was a converted jet ski into a motorcycle.
The
But
best
yeah.
was the Porta John that had a guy in it, and I
Mhm.
think he wore khakis because it looked like he had no bottoms on.
Oh, I didn't catch that. That was
Oh,
really
yeah.
good.
So
How
he-
much did you have to zoom in on that little reel to see that, Dustin?
You didn't.
You,
No. That he didn't have pants on?
It's convincing.
Okay.
Yeah.
that's what they
But
all
yeah,
say.
it was pretty. It's been a pretty wild ride, and it's continuing. He kind of once it gains traction, just keeps on going, and so it's been nuts.
That's crazy,
Like,
man.
While I was at work today, the video got like 400,000 views. I mean, it's just
Wow.
it's absolutely insane.
Wow.
Wow.
It's in everybody's feed.
Yeah,
Everybody
everywhere.
on Instagram.
Yep, on Instagram, on the reels. Yeah, so crazy.
Well, congratulations. Merry Christmas.
It's pretty
Thank
cool.
you.
All right, everybody. Unless you have questions for us, we're probably going to wrap up here pretty soon. We're just over an hour. So you got questions for the podcast or whatever, go ahead and leave them in the side chat. But we're just about done with this final podcast of 2021.
Or if you guys are giving away T-shirts, let us know. 8.
Or 12. You did say 12.
Or
I think.
12. I did. Yeah, 12 is the other option.
And let us know if you have a lumpy Bonnie
Mm-mm.
or a Tony.
Maybe don't share that information.
Because Brittany's good with the average, so
She said normal, not average. She said
normal.
Normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Insert Tony Grunt right here.
Normal average.
God
That's
damn.
not making
Metal
the
Courses,
podcast.
I have a question. Why is Dustin's nose so red?
Oh, that's the Captain Morgan.
Yeah, it's the captain.
Yep.
Go to the Chinese buffet to get rid of your lumpy Barney. Dude, I will not be eating the Chinese buffet anytime soon.
What's that? What's Tony's rag size he uses to wipe his bike? Large.
It's a large rag.
Biggest you can find.
But it's disposable.
Wibbly wobbly Harley boy, says Ryan, got a Tony watching his views go through the roof. I'm afraid that Tony word is probably going to stick for 2022.
It could. It could.
Tony is now turned, and you know what's really funny about that whole thing? His last name is actually Cox. Isn't it kind of funny that in the Urban Dictionary, Tony stands for boner, and his actual last name is Cox? I mean, a coincidence just never stop. They just never stop.
Oh, wow.
Well, but Tony, we missed you tonight. We hope everything's going all right and that you're being a good trophy husband. And
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Wow. Well, everybody, we're going to be out here shortly. Thank you all again for joining us in the side chat, hanging out tonight. It's been a lot of fun. Hope you all have a good holidays coming up. Hope you all get what you wanted. Go ride if you can. Thank you very much. Until next time, keep it dirty.
Cue up the copyright song.
See y'all.
Bye. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas.